Hello. Hey y'all. Hey. What's up? It's Monday and I'm still trying to get myself all situated here because thought I was organized and I'm not as organized as I thought I was. Yeah. Anyway, hey y'all. Okay, so what's today? Today is Monday. I feel a little out of breath. I don't know why. I've been running around the past like 15 minutes, and that typically doesn't like make me all out of breath or anything, but I am. Hey Milo, how are you? Okay, so it's November 5th. Hey Bethany. Hey y'all. So I feel like I'm starting to sweat because I've been running around like the past 10 minutes, and then I lost track of time, and y'all know the deal. You know how that happens. You get busy and then you realize what time it is and you got to get back to what you were originally going to do. So here we are. It is November 5th and it's Monday. Tomorrow's kind of a big deal. It is election day, midterm elections here in the US. So if you have not yet, you have one job, and your job tomorrow is to go and vote. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care, whatever. Just go do your job tomorrow. Go vote if you haven't yet. I am actually kind of excited to go and vote tomorrow because I got lots of opinions that I cannot share here because Martinis with Amanda isn't about politics. Simple as that. So, he's flicking in and out of like light or whatever. Anyway, so I hope you guys had a great weekend. Of course, the time change was yesterday. It's dark outside now. I don't like it. I definitely prefer it being light right now, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. And let's see what I do this weekend. Yesterday, we went to the bar to watch the husband's Seattle Seahawks game. Yeah, we go to the bar to watch his game because it's not aired on TV here. And the bar, I mean, there was probably like 75 people there yesterday. I'm the one person like sitting there playing like games on my cell phone, and everybody's watching the game, and they do raffles and all that stuff at the end of each quarter, and I'm the one that keeps winning prizes. So, yay! They go to the husband though. Not to me. The mother of all hangovers, Milo. Yeah, I haven't had one of those in a long time. No, Riley, we're not going out yet. You just went out a little while ago. Dog wants to go out. He waits till his time. Anyway, so Friday night we went and saw Straight No Chaser. If you're not familiar with them, they are an incredible a cappella group. They came into Billings. Actually, it was Thursday. Incredible a cappella group. They've been around since long before 2008, but that's when their first album, or that's when they actually hit it big or whatever. So we went and saw them Thursday night, and I saw them back in, I think it was 2011 in Savannah, Georgia, and they were incredible then. Just as good the other night. If you ever have the chance to go see them, please do. They're not the traditional a cappella, you know, all straight-laced and what you would expect, you know, I guess a cappella to be. They're very fun, they're goofy, they're a bunch of guys, 9 guys that enjoy hanging out and singing together. So I know that they're going through, Tennessee, I know they're going through Atlanta, I know they're going through Birmingham. If you can, go see them. You owe it to yourself to have a good night. Go see them. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this evening because we're going to take a little field trip upstairs to my bedroom. Ooh, la la. Not really. So we're going to get started with the Red Velvet Cake Martini. We've been married for like 14 years. Yeah. The ooh la la is long gone. but we still have fun. So do as you will. All right, tonight, Red Velvet Cake Martini, and I have a list of notes here that I'm going to guys take with me on our little field trip upstairs. So on the Red Velvet Cake Martini, I am going to try and keep this straight because it is a list of ingredients. And you do need Red Velvet Cake Mix. Because of this, I'm a bit doubtful of this recipe. I am not expecting much. I'm actually expecting it to be quite horrid. But we'll try it. We'll see what happens. You need Red Velvet Cake Mix. You need heavy whipping cream. You need simple syrup. You need white chocolate liqueur and vanilla vodka. So we'll start with the vanilla vodka. You need 2 parts. And the reason why I don't think this is going to work very well is because cake mix, it's grainy. When you add a powder, something grainy into it, guess what? You're gonna end up with a grainy, powdery martini. And that is just not okay. So, again, we're cross our fingers and be hopeful. Maybe, just maybe, it might be good. All right, you need 2 parts vanilla vodka, 1 part white chocolate liqueur, and I am cheap and I would not spend the 40 bucks for a great big bottle of Godiva because that was the only white chocolate liqueur our store had. So I spent the $2 for the tiny little, was it travel size? Yeah. Of it. Yep, much better because I don't use it that often. Heavy whipping cream, you need just a splash. Again, how do you measure out a splash? I'm sure that's something I need to add to my list of things to look up. How much is a splash? You also need a splash of simple syrup. Again, you can make simple syrup by mixing equal parts of sugar and water into a pan or into a pot and heating it up till it, you know, dissolves and you've got a syrup. And then you need 1 tablespoon of red velvet powder, red velvet cake mix. This is where I think it goes south really quick. 1 tablespoon, I've already measured, and that way so I didn't have to sit here and open up the whole, see, you had a mother of all hangovers last night and you're drinking again this evening? Oh no. See, I'm one of those now where I drink only on Monday nights because it takes my body a week to get over the hangover. So, yeah. Hi, Ebony. It says you're watching, so hi. Yeah, so I'm like old now. I'm like closer to 40 than I am 30. So, me drinking night after night is over and done with. It is. I enjoy it, but my body can't handle it. All right, so it looks good, y'all. It looks good. It does not look grainy. It does not look powdery. So let's check this out. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Red velvet cake. And I have a secret. Guess what? I don't really care for red velvet cake. Is that weird? I feel like most people like red velvet cake. I don't care for it. Yeah. So I'm probably not the best judge for this, but we'll see. Here we go. Red Velvet Cake Martini. It's not bad. It actually, and I'm sure it's because of cake mix, it tastes like red velvet cake. So the white chocolate liqueur, the vanilla vodka, simple syrup, all that stuff mixed together, guess what? Tastes like red velvet cake. It's not horrible. And that's big coming from someone that does not care for red velvet cake. See, I love cake martinis, especially cream pie, a banana cream pie, a chocolate cream pie, a coconut cream pie. give me a cake martini any day over anything else. I love those decadent cake martinis. Pies, not so much. In fact, I can't really think of a pie that would be a winner for me. There are some that I like, but I will always choose a cake over a pie. Sorry. Yep, that's it. All right, so tonight we are talking tips and ideas for getting a better night of sleep. Sleep, it's so funny. When we were young, when we were children, we were like, oh, I don't want to go to bed. It's like we're going to miss something. Well, guess what? You become an adult and you love sleep. In fact, I can wake up in the morning and start thinking about going to bed that night. I love sleep that much. I have not yet made homemade liqueurs, but I've got it on my list to do. I've got a long list of ones to try. So, homemade amaretto, of course, is a favorite. So, I will definitely, hopefully, be trying that soon. All right, so, sleep. I am not gonna lie, there are many, many, many nights that I go to bed exhausted. I am falling asleep on the couch. I get up and I crawl into the bed, and guess what? Your eyes pop open and you are laying in bed until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. This happens more often than not. As much as I know all of these tips and ideas, it still happens. It happens to all of us. So hopefully, me sharing some of these tips this evening will kind of remind you to actually put them into action. Actually do them that way, so you're not laying in bed wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So we're going to take a little field trip in a minute upstairs to my bedroom. But first, I want to talk about a couple of things before we do that. All right, so if you have, we have a pretty regular bedtime. The husband is a news director, so for the most part, he likes to watch his newscast that comes on at 10 o'clock here. So we typically go to bed between around 10:30 every night. It's an estimate. Sometimes it's before, depending on, how we're feeling. But most of the time, our schedule is about 10:30 every night. So I have set up myself a routine before then. And it starts with, I start thinking about what I'm going to do the next day. I actually get out a notebook and start jotting down my next day's to-do list, the ideas, whatever's on my mind. That way, so when I go to bed, those thoughts aren't sitting here, keeping my mind awake, because I'm trying to remember what I need to do the next day. So you set up a nightly routine, whether it is, washing, changing your clothes, washing your face, brushing teeth, crawling into bed, whether it's taking a bath, whatever. Set up a nightly routine. As soon as you start your routine, that triggers the mind that it's time to get ready for bed. So, unfortunately, as much as we want to be spontaneous, guess what? Consistency in routine is good for us. So, set up that routine. As soon as you start that routine, it triggers the mind that it's time to start preparing for bed. So, it also helps decrease stress because you are planning for the next day and getting this all out of your head now, so it's not in the middle of the night. Yes. All right, now when it comes to eating and exercise, the husband, he works in news. News is 24/7. I tell him, guess what? I am not made to order. I am not going to cook cook dinner depending on when he comes home. Dinner is every night between, it's usually around 6:30. That is because I want to eat far enough in advance before I go to bed. You want to eat and exercise 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Why? Because if you eat right before you go to bed, you've got food on your stomach. Food on your stomach causes acid reflux. It also causes slower digestion. So when you go to sleep, when you go to sleep, your body at that time works to regenerate cells, build energy, repair and tissue growth, regulates hormones, helps increase focus. If you eat before bed, your body has to focus on digestion before it can do all that other stuff. So when you wake up feeling tired, it's because your body had to focus on digestion before it could do all the other stuff. Just something to think about. So eat and exercise 2 to 3 hours prior. Why exercise? Because think about how you feel after you exercise. You got that adrenaline rushing, you feel awesome, it increases energy. It's more difficult to fall asleep if all that's going on. So sleep or exercise and eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Also, I drink a crap ton of water. I stop drinking water between 7:30 and 8 o'clock every night because I don't want to get up every hour, hour and a half, head into the bathroom because I drink so much water. Limit your water intake before you go to bed. That way, so you're not getting up like an 85-year-old person, because it takes your body some time to get back into that REM sleep and that quality sleep that you really want. So decrease your water, limit your exercise and your eating 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Simple as that. All right. We are going to take a little field trip. I'm going to take another sip here. And we don't do this often, so pardon me if this is not, of course, it's not going to be a great video because guess what? I'm not a videographer. I am not a professional photographer. So we're going to head upstairs to my bedroom. Y'all are going to say hi to Riley. Riley, say hi. He doesn't care. That's his normal sleeping place or whatever. So we're gonna head upstairs. I'm gonna keep y'all on me for the moment. Yeah, we don't do this often enough because, yeah, we don't. All right, so I'm going to flip it around here a second. Actually, let me turn, we're gonna do this first real quick and talk about this. All right, we are in my bedroom, and before I, well, I'm just gonna flip it. It won't let me, there it goes, flip it up. Alright, so we are in my bedroom. We are not those fancy people that decorate our... In fact, this is much. The fact that I actually put the pillows up like that is a lot more than what I do. This is our bedroom. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the light because one of the most important things you do is create an environment that promotes sleep. Close the door, guess what? You want an environment that is dark and cool. Y'all don't see no light coming through there, do you? Alright, so I'll turn it back on. Here we go. You want to create an environment that is dark. And I get that from, these are insulated and lined light blocking curtains. Now, mind you, we do have trees on the other side. We're very fortunate there. So, if you need a dark bedroom, make sure you put dark curtains. Make sure they're lined, insulated. That way, so it also keeps out the cold drafts. I will also say that I'm going to flip this around again. Okay, that was really weird. I'm trying to flip it around and it paused it for a second. Alright, another thing, I get hot quickly, but the suggested recommended temp for sleeping is 68 degrees. So if you are someone that suffers from insomnia, you are always getting hot, think about that. Is your thermostat set too high? We're fortunate that we have one of the thermostats that we can adjust. We can set that way so it will automatically adjust. You know, we can program the time and the temp. So we have it to where it's colder at night. That way, so at night, it's a whole lot easier to pile more sheets and bedding on than being too hot and having to cool off. So, 68 degrees. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here trying to read my notes too. But make sure your room is dark and cool. You got light blocking curtains. The thicker the fabric for your curtains, the better it's going to be. Dim lighting. Let me turn on my, let me flop this around here again. And I'm going to turn on the little lamps here. Make sure it's dim. We don't ever use that up there. Most of the time we actually turn that off. That way so it only has the fan. We don't use the light on it. We just use our little lamps. So I always have a fan going above. I get hot easily, super easily. The husband gets cold. We always have that fan going, and because I get hot, I also have that right there, so it blows directly on me. Yep, I have it blowing directly on me. Also, fans are really good for white noise, blocking out our sounds. Clean bedding. I do my best every 2 weeks to take all of the sheets and blankets off, throw them through the washer, because clean sheet night is the best. Clean sheet night's the best. You know how good it feels to crawl into clean sheets. Every 2 weeks. Martha Stewart says every week. I ain't Martha Stewart. It ain't happening. Okay, so you also want to make sure your room is clean and free of clutter. I have said this many times before. A cluttered room is a cluttered mind. The more stuff you have going on in your room, guess what? The more stuff you have going on in your head. So, keep it clean. I don't care if you got to throw it all in a basket and throw it in the closet. Cluttered mind is from a cluttered space. Okay, screen time. Guess what? We don't have a TV in our bedroom because we already know us. We already know that if we had a TV in our bedroom, we would probably be awake until after midnight every single night watching TV. There's nothing on TV that we need to see. So, we don't have a TV in our bedroom. Screen time is not good for your eyeballs. Kindle, cell phones, whatever. There are settings on your phones and your Kindles and everything that you can adjust that are better for your eyes. But guess what? Getting rid of screen time altogether is best. It's recommended to do that at least 2 hours before bedtime. It also helps your mind relax and get ready for bedtime. So, let me see. Screen time. Clean bedding, I said. Room dark and cool. Room is clean. Clothing. What you wear to bed matters. It's a whole lot easier to lose clothing than it is to gain clothing. So think about that. If you get hot in the middle of the night, it's easier for you to take off clothing. Yep. So, for me, it's a super weird thing. I cannot sleep with socks on. It was not something I learned until a few years ago. Guess what? If I'm awake at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's usually because I have socks on. I take them off, and then within 15 minutes, I am knocked out. Simple as that. It's weird, but you have to pay attention to what your body's telling you. If you are someone that gets hot really easily, you don't want to be wearing tons of clothes to bed. So make sure you wear stuff that is light and thin, and it moves with your bedding. I love flannel sheets. but most clothing does not work well with flannel sheets. You go to turn and the clothing gets stuck with them, and next thing you know, you are all tangled up in your sheets and irritable and upset because you're wide awake. Sorry. You need nice bedding that's going to move with you. You need good clothing that is going to move with your bedding. So think about that. Okay, before bed, your mind is racing. Your mind is racing, thinking about what it needs to do the next day, what it needs to do right now, thoughts that, you should have done yesterday. I already know. I do it too. My mind, I have a billion ideas going for what I need to do or what I want to do. Ideas that I want to do for Martinis Amanda. One of the best things you can do, part of your nightly routine, is to create have a journal, have a notebook, have something that you can jot down these ideas. I have a notebook that I keep in my bedside table where at night, right before I go to sleep, I jot down my next day's goals, my to-do list. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I can write down whatever's on my brain, because those are the thoughts that are keeping me wide awake. So if you keep a journal right there, if you can write it down, turn around and go back to sleep. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to sweep it back around here. Okay, so in my nightside table, I keep it very simple. Of course, those are like cords and stuff for my cell phones and different gadgets and stuff. There is my notebook that I also keep a pen with that I jot down my ideas. This little bin right here, I keep my lozenges, my thieves lozenges. So when I wake up in the middle of the night and my throat is bothering me, guess what? Got it right there. I keep a chapstick. Then I keep all that accessible because you never know what we're going to need in the middle of the night. On my nightstand, I have my diffuser that I put in every night, fill it up with water, and I throw in a couple essential oils, and that helps create a lovely atmosphere to go to sleep. And then I have my lotion, lavender, that helps me get all sleepy and go to bed. And then these are some of the oils that I use every night to go to sleep. Okay, these are all regular oils. You got lavender, white angelica, valerian, marjoram, and cedarwood. All of those are incredible oils to help, go to promote relaxation and get you ready to go to bed at night. These are a couple of blends specifically from Young Living. This right here is my absolute favorite. It's my absolute favorite right there. Tranquil. I rub a little bit under my nose or across my pillow. Peace and Calming and Stress Away are a couple of other favorites. I love to rub them behind my ears, across my jawline, on my temples. I will swipe a little bit across my pillow on the side that I sleep. All of those, it just takes a couple of deep breaths, and it helps me. There we go. It helps me, get ready for bedtime. What is also great about the essential oils is that if you take a bath every night and you want to do the ultimate relaxation and do Epsom salt bath, mix a cup of Epsom salt with a couple drops of whatever essential oil, mix it up really well and dump it in some hot water, and then relax in the bath for a good 15-20 minutes. Best way to get started for a get ready for bed. So okay, let me see my notes here before I head back downstairs. Yep, I rub the oils underneath my nose, swiping on my pillow, applying to the bottom of your feet. It's super weird, but your feet are actually the best access to the rest of your body. So if you take, let's say lavender, and rub a drop on the bottom of your feet, it takes it directly to the point of your body that it needs it the most. And it's a whole lot quicker than the rest of your body. And it takes usually about 15 to 20 minutes to do that. That's why oils are so awesome, is because 15 to 20 minutes is how long it takes for one drop to reach the entire cells of your body. If you don't feel better after then, guess what? Do it again. Super awesome and quick. Okay, Epsom salt bath. One more thing. I guess we'll head downstairs at this point. I will turn the lamp off here, and we will head down this way, and I'll take y'all with me. One more thing is, you can get a glass spray bottle. You can get a glass spray bottle and fill it with water, a pinch of Epsom salt, and a little bit of your... Okay, really weird. Facebook is acting weird. It just tried to disconnect me. Sorry. All sorts of issues this evening, y'all. It's probably because I'm trying to do this up and down thing and this back and forth. It's probably my fault. Either way, sorry. All right, like I said, get a glass spray bottle. Put a little bit of Epsom salt in it, a couple drops of your essential oil of choice, and then fill it with water. Shake it up, spray your pillows in your bed, and you have a wonderful linen spray. Incredibly great. All right, I am talking far too much because it's already 6:02. So I'm gonna keep going because I can. This is my thing. Look into your magnesium. Most of us are deficient in magnesium. It stabilizes the mood, promotes sleep, balances metabolism, decreases stress, regulates blood pressure. Insomnia is a common side effect of low magnesium. I'm not a doctor. Y'all do your research, see the dosage, but check into it. And because I've still got a crap ton of ideas, I'm not going to go on. I'm going to actually create another night where I talk more about this. Okay, so, but I am going to do this. If you watch this evening, if you took part in this evening's Facebook Live, I've got a little giveaway, tiny little giveaway. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 samples of, I lied, I got 6. I'm gonna do 5 though. I got 5 samples of lavender essential oil to give away. There are 8 to 10 drops in each pack. It's incredible for going to sleep. The first 3 new friends that are not on Young Living and are interested in trying lavender essential oil, if you comment on this Facebook Live by Tuesday night at midnight, guess what? I'll send you one of these gems. So, there you go. If you are not with Young Living, if you're interested in trying lavender essential oil, and you want to try Young Living's essential oil, comment on this video by Tuesday night, and I will send you a sample, just like that. Okay, like I said, I've got a crap ton more ideas and ways to better your sleep, but since it's already like going far past the time I expect it to be, we're going to plan for another night, just like that. All right, do me a favor. If you have not yet, go like the Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram page. I have the website on the Martinis with Amanda page. I have not yet paid for the website. So go and like it for me. Go and comment. Let me know that you're visiting it. Next week, I am super excited about next week. Next week, If you ever wondered what it took to or for me to organize and plan all these little Facebook Lives, I have a little behind the scenes look. Next Monday, I'm going to show you what all I do to plan for these nights. I'm going to take you upstairs and show you how I plan, how I organize, how I get these nights together. And yeah, who doesn't like a behind the scenes look? And we will start with the white chocolate cranberry martini. Again, most importantly, you have one job tomorrow. Go vote. If you are in the United States tomorrow, if you have not yet, go vote. Until next week, love y'all. That's it. Bye.